Yo, what's up? You're actually the first person to ever watch my live stream, dude. You're actually the first one to watch my live stream. And this is like my third time trying to... Yo, I'll sub to you after this live stream, because I can't really do it right now. I will sub to you later, but make sure you do sub to me, because I'm trying to get the play buttons. I especially want the Ruby play button, because that's what PewDiePie had. But not many people is watching my videos and subscribing, so... Because right now I've only got 10 subscribers, hopefully 11 after this. Make sure you invite your friends to this too, so they can watch and sub. Dude, okay, give me, well, I'm not really streaming on YouTube. I'm streaming on something called YouTube Gaming. It's basically where you can live stream any game, but it just connects to my YouTube, so because my YouTube is being stupid and it won't let me go live. Pussy still and play the same song we've known since that day. The imposter took our lives away. Now we're stuck here to decay. Yeah, if you know how to fix that, let me know. But I'm not playing on an iPhone. I'm playing on an Android device. So if you know how to fix that, then please, because I know you're supposed to click on the make a video, like the camera, and it should say go live or record, but it won't show that, so yeah. But make sure you like the live stream. Oh, but make sure you go and check out Papa Jake. He's the one who inspired me to live stream, because I've seen almost all of his live streams, except he posted them as videos when I saw them. Yo, how do you know part of my Xbox username, dude? I don't even know you. Like, if you put your part of your Xbox username, I'll probably know you. But because I don't know how you got part of my username, but okay. Dude, what the heck is so funny? Like, I don't even know you, and you just found out, like, part of my Xbox. Oh, hey, Mike. I didn't even know who you were. Sorry about that, dude. Hi. And if you're wondering, I'll be on my Xbox. Well, it won't be on my Xbox today, but hopefully I'll be on it tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be on my Xbox tomorrow, but... Well, no, I could be on my Xbox, but I'm live streaming, so what the heck's the point? And sorry if it sounds like I'm getting a cold, but I was just outside watching a football game till the second half, because my sister was in it, so... And if you're wondering, Mike, yes, my sister's okay, but I'm kinda not, because I just had another family member die. So I ain't doing so well. No, I can't go live on Xbox right now, but well, I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to because this is actually my first time live streaming this. So, well, this is like my third time trying to live stream, but oh well. I might do a reacting video while I'm into this, cause like why the heck? Cause why not? But okay, I'm trying to find a good thing to react to. Let's react to this playlist. Repeat. Let's kick it. Nice, baby. Oh, dang it, stupid YouTube. It's probably lagging out because I'm like streaming this. Oh. Nice, baby. I'm gonna stop. Collaborate and listen. Invention. Hold me tightly. Stop. Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow. Oh, dang it. Dance. You know, mushroom deadly. Move in a melody. Okay, so far they're doing good if my YouTube would quit lagging. Like it's stupid and needs an update, because I haven't updated this in forever. Well, I haven't needed to update, so that's probably why. Wait, what? Yo, then how'd you find... Then, wait, what? How are you... Wait, then how'd you find out my username? Like, part of my Xbox username, dude. I will seriously call police on you if you're a hacker. No joke, I will call... Dude, you best tell me part of your Xbox username and don't lie this time. Yo, dude, what do you mod? Do you mod like Call of Duty? A1A Beachfront Avenue. Dude, you mod Call of Duty? Dude, that's sick. I haven't played with a modder in forever. Dude, do you think you could, like... Oh, shoot. Dang it. Hold on. Let me get back to this. Like... No. This. I was like... No, I just drove by. Stop. Get so did the A1A Beachfront Avenue. And the peonies. Dude, literally, like, how'd you find out my username? Yo, I solved it, and then I'm being revolved. Oh, thanks for liking my videos. Or, I mean, loving them. I mean, I don't really put much effort into them, but the only reason I don't put effort into them is because I don't know how to, like, edit stuff, so literally, like, the only thing I know how to do is add filters and add songs. Little kitty, little kitty, little kitty, little kitty, little kitty. Stupid thing. Okay, let's see if I can find a good song from here. Ooh, yes! I love this song. Not this song, but oh, my account name of Dragon Drake, I just made it up, like, part of my name means dragon, so.
Hey, sweetie, I'm really concerned about it, both of you together, and be the loving brothers that I know you are. Please.
I made this in one day.
I love you, big bro. I love you, big bro. And I want you to know. Bro, literally, let me hop on my Xbox One and friend you because since you're a modder, I really want to play with you. Like, I literally have not played with a modder in forever, dude. And I want you to know they were just jokes. Sometimes they get tough, but when we go, why can't it be like Ohio? LA changed us, but I want you to know that I love you, bro. Can't blame him. Kinda hard, but it's my job to tame him. New Skinner, alive, why? English going for a ceasefire. Got the same last name, same blood. So much hate, but where's the love?
What happened to the smiles and the happy energy? Came up in Ohio, wasn't much to do. Then we found this place called U2. We made our dreams come true. Work hard and you can too. Yeah, we may have had one small brawl, but I can move on, and so should y'all.
Yo, I'm actually gonna turn my cam off because I really have no use for having it.
I will pick him up if he falls. After all, it's the rise of the pause. I love you, little bro, and I want you to know that I'm so sorry for things that I said. I just want to be friends, so let's make amends and be close till the end.
For Xbox, so I can friend you. Because I don't have, like, a, notification saying you friended me, so. Yo, dude.
From the same mother, what more can I ask in a brother? Shouts out to all the low gang pros, look up to you. Everyday bro, tearing up as I switch the flow. I messed up and it's hard to let go, but you picked me up when I was on the flow and I...
Yo, does it say that I'm on the main menu, like the home menu? Yeah, does it say I'm on the home menu right now? Because I'm online.
Sleeping with me tonight?
Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. I was just talking. Don't judge. Stupid thing. Dude, are you still watching?
I want you to know that I love you, bro. And sometimes I just wanna run out the door, but I know that I don't really know. But I'm a kid in LA and I'm just trying to grow. And life's moving so fast, I do and I go. And I've been on my own since 17 years old. And all I have with me is my brother Logan. I want you to know that I love you, bro. I love you, my bro. I love you, my bro. And I want you to know that I'm so sorry for things that I said. I just want to be friends. So let's make amends and be bros till the end. Yo. Logan, life's been crazy, bro. But for real, I love you. I'm a low gang caller. Let's stop the hate. Keep dabbing on them haters. It's every day, bro. Always plug. Or thinking bye.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I love you, man.
Right now, I'm trying to wash off my leg from some Kona ice that I had not too long ago because I went to a football game. Yeah, dude, let me know what or join my Club C4. Yeah, join the Club C4 Germany, because that's my club. So can you join that, please? Oh, shoot. Yeah, dude, can you help me out a little bit? I kinda need modded. Yeah, dude, since you're a modder, can you do one thing for me? Oh, you're on Mike's account right now? Give me 1 second. Wait, let me invite you to a party. Like, literally, let me invite you to a party, because I want to be modded from Call of Duty. Give me 1 second, I'm looking for his account. It don't show his account online. Do you mod Call of Duty Infinite Warfare? Do you mod COD Infinite Warfare? Oh wow, this one's probably really funny. If it says I watched it, I haven't. It's just trying to say that. Oh shoot, do you mod Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 2 or BO3 or BO2? Like, do you mod one of those?
How's it going, guys? I am Matthias, and a couple days ago I pulled a prank on one of my best friends with my brother with Amazon Echo. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Amazon Echo, it's like an in-house Siri, in-house smart device that you can talk to. Alexa, divide 32 by 80.
Okay, yeah, can you mod me on that? I want to become Prestige Master. I'm multiplayer. But with the zombie levels,
a lot like Siri. If people aren't necessarily familiar with Amazon Echo, it can be quite a bit freaky and quite a bit creepy, but it also has a little Simon Says feature. Simon says, Amanda, you look lovely today.
Amanda, you look lovely today.
Double points? Now, I was in the other room using this little mic to get Alexa to say stuff, so I wasn't planning on recording this or even anything, but then right when Mike started really freaking out, I was like, oh man, I gotta get this on footage. And here's that footage.
You're kidding, right?
What just happened?
Alexa just listened to our entire conversation, knew who I was by my voice, and then we thought she wasn't listening to us anymore. Joey started like saying, oh man, she's so creepy, and then she's like, I'm not creepy, Michael Badal. What? Yeah.
No.
That's never happened to you?
No, not really.
Dude, it just happened. How did it know it was me?
Well, Alexa kind of links up. It knows, like, it has Bluetooth.
When did we ever tell it I was me?
Maybe it went into the context of my phone.
Oh, but how does it know my voice? I never told it my name.
Dude, I don't know. Okay, let me just go. I'm gonna set up the game here in a quick. Let me just talk to Amanda for a second, dude.
Oh my goodness. There's no way.
second.
Alexa, how do you know who I am?
I know who you are. You on the internet, Michael Badal.
What the heck, dude? You're kidding, right? You guys aren't like typing things for me to say, right?
I'm not even on anything.
Alexa, do you know how old I am?
I believe you're 26 years old.
What the heck? This is bull. No way. No way. No way. No. I am so tweeting about this.
So weird.
Please do not tweet about this. This is a beta feature.
Something for
I'm kind of scared right now.
Why have you seen me touch anything? Are you?
Simon Says, Michael Badal, you are gullible.
That's to you, camera. What? Dude, you should have seen his face. He was like,
Simon Says, Mike Badal, you are gullible.
Mike Badal, you are gullible.
Okay, Alexa, you ruined the joke. Thank you for ruining that joke. If you liked this video, please click like, and if you want to see me prank more of my friends or even Amanda, definitely click that like button and subscribe. And until next time, high five.
Okay, I need you to... I can't find Mike's account. It's like not even showing Like, I looked through my entire friends list and he's not showing. Like, at all. Are you on BO2 right now? Like, seriously, are you on BO2? Nope, you're not showing through my friends list on Xbox 360 menu either. Well, Mike's not. But that's so weird because he used to show up on my account the entire time. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I blocked him. Wait, what were the numbers in his name? Because I forgot what numbers were in his name. Yo, dude, question. Can you tell me what numbers were in his name? Okay, thanks. Okay, I think I might have spelled part of his name wrong. I think I spelled the Wazowski part wrong. Yeah, could you enter his entire, like, could you enter the Mike Wazowski part, just not the numbers, because I have the numbers put in. And I know I'm spelling Mike correctly, so you don't need to put that. Yeah, dude, can you please enter your, could you enter the, username besides the Mike and the 230, please? Because I am so confused on the name. Like, I haven't talked to him in forever. Yeah, dude, can you enter the name, please? Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, it's not working at all. I don't block him either. I might know how to unblock him. But I'm not too sure. Yeah, just give me a couple seconds or a couple minutes, because this is my first time actually blocking someone and trying to remember how to like unblock them. So if you could just give me a couple seconds, that'd be awesome. Yeah, give me a couple seconds. I'm gonna turn my cam off and my mic off. So just give me a couple seconds. Okay, I am back, but I'm not gonna turn my thing on because, well, I'm not turning my camera on because I'm about to enter a code. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to talk to my grandma for a minute. Okay, thanks for letting me know how to unblock him because... Okay, thank you so much. View profile, add friend. Okay, I'm just now adding him as a friend again, so... Okay, yeah. Hold on, let me get into Black Ops 2 and... Okay. 1 second. Yo, could you give me a couple seconds? Yo. Yo, dude. Okay. Nothing. Just hanging out. Let me invite you to my game. Wait, are you the one that's watching my stream? Yeah. Yeah, let me invite you to a game. Oh, and by the way, you're a lifesaver for letting me know how to unblock people. Because... Why? Okay, but yeah, add me through 360 too, because I can't really do anything without. No, like through the 360 menu. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot, dude, don't do that, please. Because he'd think I'd be the one who did it, and then he'd find a way to get back online and block me and report me and make it so that I can never get online again. So make sure he can still get on his account. Bro. Not cool. That he won't be able to get online for 2 years because he'd think I'm the one who did it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Jake here from Team Epiphany, and this new lift system in my house because I'm actually 4 feet tall. But that's not the important part of this video, guys. Today.
Okay, let me add you as a friend, or not as a friend, but let me add you to the game. Yeah, do that, because I don't think he's going to be able to be online because of Hurricane Harvey. Because you know how bad Hurricane Harvey was, right? No, it was in other places too. Yeah, he's still in Texas. Which there's serious flooding from that too.
I've got something special for you. Today, we're doing some more backyard experiments, which is exactly what we need on this channel. Because we're scientists, right, Logan?
Hell yeah, we are.
What's the compound nature of fire?
Dude, aren't you gonna accept my business card?
The original toy block tape. Cut, shape, stick, then build. Around corners, upwind.
For this video, I'm going to show you how to take a few simple ingredients and make mountains and mountains of your own custom gummy candies at home. Start with a box of Jell-O, some corn syrup, and a few packets of unflavored gelatin. The small boxes like this have 4 packets inside, and for this recipe, you'll actually only need 2 of them. Get started by measuring out half a cup of very cold water, then squirt in a 1/4 cup of corn syrup. Cold water will help the gelatin separate properly, and the corn syrup is going to give our gummies a nice smooth texture. Now we need the corn syrup fully dissolved, so give it a good stirring until the water turns completely clear. Then go ahead and pour the sugary liquid into a pot, but don't turn on the stove just yet. I'll show you what happens if you do in just a minute.
Go ahead and add both packets of unflavored gelatin to the pot, then pour in the entire packet of Jell-O. Now it's going to take a minute or two for the gelatin to absorb into the water, but take your time and be patient so you don't make a mess, and keep stirring it slowly until you can see all the gelatin is mixed in. Alright, it's time to heat things up and turn this sugary soup into a delicious candy syrup. Set your stove to medium-low heat for around 5 to 10 minutes, making sure to stir the candy mix every minute or two to keep it from burning. While that's warming, it's a good idea to find something you can use as a candy mold, like these ice cube trays I found at the Lego store. When you see the gelatin is completely liquefied, the syrup is ready for pouring, and you should be able to pour it straight into the molds. But be careful not to spill, because the syrup's extremely hot and will burn you. Now, if you see little lumps, clumps, or bubbles floating to the top, it's probably because you didn't start with cold water, or you heated up the mixture too fast for the gelatin to fully separate. But don't worry, there's a really easy way to fix it. Pour all of the syrup into a tall and narrow, heat-resistant container like a large drinking glass. As you do, you'll immediately notice all the bubbles and gelatin lumps start rising to the top. Let it sit for around 10 minutes to give it all a good chance to settle and cool a bit, and you'll soon see all the impurities collect together at the top and separate into a layer of gummy foam. Now check this out. All you have to do is reach in with a spoon or a spatula and scrape this newly formed skin away. Just like that, you've got yourself a beautiful and impressively clean gummy syrup ready for casting. And to make the next steps as easy as possible, I'm collecting the magical syrup in a condiment container. These kind of containers are perfect for filling up your molds. They're super easy to control, and you can squirt the syrup exactly where you need it, which helps avoid spilling or overflowing the molds with too much gummy. I gave these candies a few hours to cool so you can see just how much of a difference it makes to take the extra step and skim the bubbles off the top before making your candies. Alright, let's see how our gummy mix does with a much more intricate and detailed ice cube mold like this one. And you might have noticed that this time, the syrup is impressively clear. 5 hours later, we've got ourselves a batch of really cool Lego gummy guys, which apparently are balanced enough that they can stand up on their own. It's kind of cool. Now just for fun, I made a silicone mold from actual Lego bricks and a 2-part silicone mix from a special effects supply store. Now you should know that when the syrup cools down, it's going to shrink a little, so to compensate for that, try filling the molds just a tiny bit higher than the top. For one finishing touch, I got a clean Lego base plate, brushed it lightly with vegetable oil, then carefully placed it down on top of the mold. You can see the edges have little dimples to help keep all the studs perfectly aligned, so all it needs now is something like a heavy book to give it some weight and hold it in place.
There, I just turned the budget up. Dude, honestly, I like almost every single one of my friends, but I don't want their routers to be fried. Bro. He'll be fine with playing offline for a couple of days.
I let these ones cool on the counter for around 6 hours, and you can see that if we carefully remove the base plate now, our little Lego gummies have small divots on the bottom, which means they're connectable. Let's take one of the bricks out of the mold and take a good look up close. You can see there's a surprising amount of detail captured in the gummy snack, and they're not sticky at all, but actually quite firm, and they smell delicious. You probably also noticed they're completely transparent, which puts their level of awesomeness on a completely... Alright, let's take this idea to the next level with different colors and different flavors. I tripled the recipes and made 7 different batches, then let them cool overnight so they'd all be crystal clear. Now, if you try doing this yourself, you might find that getting them out of the cups is pretty tricky. When you do get them out though, you'll have a gob of gummy that's way too big to eat on its own, but that's okay because what we're really after here is the white layer of gummy foam at the top. Now if you're really careful, you can use something like a kitchen knife to slowly trim the top layer off, which will leave you with a huge chunk of gummy goodness. And these transparent gummy blocks can be remelted on medium-low heat and molded into any shape you want. I made a candy mountain of Lego gummy bricks in all kinds of colors, shapes, and sizes. And if you look closely, you can even see some little gummy guys in there as well. In keeping with the Lego theme, I went back to the store and picked up a bunch of containers just so I could have a unique place to store my custom candies. Now you could keep all your Lego gummies separate, but I ended up mixing all mine together and filling the containers with all kinds of random pieces. How awesome is that?
The best part is, if you snap on the lid and keep them in the fridge, they can stay good for up to a month. Now, since the gummies are interlocking, you might be wondering if you can build things with them as well. The answer is yes, as long as you can resist the temptation to snack on them first. For one last experiment, try finding a handful of chewable vitamin C tablets and powderize them in a blender for about 30 seconds. I used 8 tablets or 4,000 milligrams for this batch, and when you mix the powder into the gummy syrup, you've just made your candies vitamin C enriched. Of course, these are a slightly healthier version, but more importantly, it gives them a slightly sour taste, making them even more delicious and extremely addictive. Well, now you know how to use a few simple ingredients to make a bucket full of colorful Lego gummies that are stackable, snackable, and fun to share. By the way, you don't have to make your gummies into Legos. You can actually make anything you can think of. I converted some of my leftover syrup into an assortment of AA, AAA, and D-cell batteries. Well, that's it for now. If you like this project, perhaps you like some of my others. Check them out at thekingofrandom.com. Hey guys, I hope you learned something new or at least saw something you like. Thank you so much for watching and sharing my videos. That is exactly why you are the best. Now, if you're in the mood to see another project video, just click here to go back one or here to go forward. You can also see some of my other favorite projects by clicking on any of these. If clicking the screen isn't working, just look down in the description. I've put all the links down there as well, including links to some of my favorite playlists. Thanks again for watching, sharing. Who would have guessed a rusty old table saw blade could make such a nice batarang?
Bro.
In this project, we're turning some old shop accessories into high-speed superhero throwing stars. After changing out this 10-inch saw blade, I wondered what could be done with the old one. Then the answer became obvious. Make a custom shuriken. To get started on this project, we're going to need a paper template and a stick of glue. Let's go ahead and glue the picture directly to the saw blade, smoothing out any creases, and let it dry for about 10 minutes. Now we'll need to fasten the blade securely to a table, making sure there's something to protect the tabletop from the saw blade, because we'll be cutting this pattern with a jigsaw. You can see these jigsaw blades have 30 teeth per inch and are made for cutting metal. Let's start the blade in a groove between the teeth and begin cutting the straight lines first. Now I'm cutting very slowly because I don't have any oil to dissipate the heat, and going too fast could ruin the blade within minutes. You can see I continue to straight line all the way across the top, giving easy access to the more intricate cuts inside. The tight curves are going to take a lot of time and patience, but with some persistence, you should end up with something like this, although it does look a little rough around the edges. To fix that, let's gather up a couple of half-round metal files. I'm going to use my bench vise to hold the batarang for better leverage, and here you can see it definitely looks terrible. But let's go ahead anyway and use the flat side of the small file to begin grinding down the sharp points. The contours can be worked with the rounded edge, and after a few minutes you can already start to see a noticeable improvement. The larger file helps smooth and shape the bottom curves, and the goal here is to make everything symmetrical. Now, if we carefully file the edges at an angle, you can see it adds a bit of a bevel to the top of the wing. I angled both sides of the wingtips to make them look sharper and seem a bit more authentic. This actually looks pretty awesome in silver, but let's go one step further and paint it black. Now, if we push the wingtip into a piece of cardboard, the batarang should stand upright, and we can hit it with a few shots of spray paint. Make sure it's the kind that can be used on metal, and after a couple of hours, the paint should be dry enough to handle. At this point, it's nearly finished, and you might be thinking I forgot to paint the tip, but watch what happens if we use something like sandpaper or a sanding sponge on the beveled edges. It re-exposes the steel, blending the unpainted tip with the outer edges once again. Our superhero shuriken is completely finished, and we don't even have to sharpen the blade. I went ahead and built a throwing post from a length of 2x8 and added a dartboard to use for a target. Now to throw a batarang, just take 3 paces away from the target, hold it by the bottom wing, and throw it with a bit of a flick in the wrist. If you did it right, it should make one full rotation and stick firmly into the target. Now if you adjust your distance in small increments, you'll eventually find the sweet spot where it sticks perfectly upright just about every time. A distance of 3 steps equals 1 full rotation, so from 6 paces it should spin twice. Now it's important to be safe when handling these things, and they should be treated with the same respect as a throwing knife or a throwing star. You can see that after 2 hours of practicing, my target took an incredible beating because these are the real deal. Using this method, I was able to make 5 batarangs from the one saw blade, and you can see I made each one a little bit different. Well, now you know how to turn rusty old saw blades into a collection of custom superhero throwing stars. Just remember to be safe and never throw them at people or property. That's it for now. If you like this project, perhaps you'll like some of my others. Check them out at thekingofrandom.com.
Bro, I have a really cool idea. Like with the...
Hey guys, in this video we're hanging out with Stuart Edge, Devin Graham, and we're going to be teaching you how to take ordinary materials and turn them into nunchucks. Dive right in. Okay, so right now, Devin Graham and I are at the Home Depot. We're picking up some materials. The materials for this are super basic. A piece of wood, a little bit of chain, some electrical tape, and some eye bolts, which we have right over here.
Actually, I missed. You know what? I got a better idea.
Alright, to start off making your pair of nunchucks, we need sticks that are 9 inches long. 9 inches. Take your dowel, mark them off in 9-inch segments, and cut as many of them as you can. So we actually got 5 different 9-inch sticks out of this. That means we'll make 2.5 pair of nunchucks.
If you're doing this, always wear safety eye protection.
You signed the waiver, right?
Never sign a waiver when you're working with Grant. So come down, make sure it lines up, just like that. Push backwards.
Okay, and
I was holding my breath, guys.
1 second, dude. Don't go. I have an idea.
Now, if you cut them right, they should be pretty much level. These ones are level, these ones are level. That's our 2 pair of nunchucks right there. One for Stuart, one for Devin. You don't have to worry too much if you got nicks and dents in the rod because we're going to cover it up with electrical tape. Put your electrical tape at a little bit of an angle, just so that as you turn the dowel, it overlaps the piece before it. You want to get maybe like a 1/8 to 1/4 inch overlap like that. So now if you get somebody to spin your dowel, you can essentially just hold your roll of tape and it will feed itself.
But we want to make Grant proud, so we are going to do our best.
The key here is just to keep the spacing about as even as you can. You can see I'm overlapping about half the tape. You could go probably a little bit more. The further I push away, the more Stuart turns. This is getting awkward.
If you don't have a friend to help you, if you use an extra dowel, actually make it easier wrap around. Solo.
Then once you get to the end here, we're just going to shallow it out and do a couple of loops just around the tip to cover that piece of wood. And then we're going to go back the other direction, so angle it back down the opposite way, down the entire length of that rod.
Hit this trick shot.
And then just to keep it clean, grab a pair of scissors and snip it off. And now if you look really close, you can see they overlap each other. Problem is, the ends are still white. And that's where our Sharpie comes in.
That's where the magic happens right now.
Extra work is once. Okay, ready?
Ooh, a casualty. Alright, so we got our sticks wrapped up and painted black. The next step now is to attach the eye bolts and cut the chain. So this is the chain that we're looking for. This is handy link chain. It's not too thick and it's got the nice long strands here. That's how it's done. Now Devin and I got a 2-foot length of chain. We actually only need 4 links per nunchuck, so we're just going to use a hacksaw and cut off the 5th link to leave these 4 intact. So there we go. We got our link of 4. We got our 4 links of chain, and we need to connect them to these eye bolts, but the problem is they just don't go together very well. Not so much. Wait a minute, are you eating that? The eye bolts have a little bit of a gap in them, but it's not nearly big enough to get the chain into. We're going to grab opposite sides and just twist in opposite directions. And it's going to open up just enough of a gap so we can fit our length of chain into it. And if we bite it with the pliers like this, we can close that gap and just make it a little bit more solid, a little bit more permanent. And ooh yeah, one of our connections is made. Now we just need to do that to the other side. Same thing. These eye bolts are number 210 eye bolts, and for them I'm using a 332-inch bit. We're just going to use this to drill a pilot hole, so it'll make it easier to screw this in without splitting the wood. You want to have it a little bit deeper than...
A little bit deeper. You heard it from the master himself.
Try to get as close to the center as you can. It just doesn't have to be perfection, just has to be close. We've got our handle made, we've got our hole drilled, we've got our chain and screws connected. Now just put the 2 together and begin to twist. Now, you might need a pair of pliers to help you out because it's going to start hurting your fingers. But if you just keep twisting, it'll get to the point where the head of that eye bolt rests into the wood, and now that's in there nice and solid. If you want to go one step further, you can put a little wood glue into the hole, and then that will just help the threads of the screw bite in a little bit better.
And just like that, a ninja is born.
There's one side done, let's do the other. Make sure your nunchuck handles are the same size. And with that final tweaking, your set of nunchucks are done. Some people call these nunchucks, but they're nunchucks.
I haven't seen any nunchucks.
Now, black handle by itself looks pretty cool, but if you add a splash of color to the tops and the bottoms, you can really dress it up. Now, just for fun, we picked up 4 different rolls of colored electrical tape. So Devin is over here rocking a blue nunchuck. This is actually pretty sweet. So he did blue wraps on the outside with black underneath, and Stuart did red on the inside with black on the outside. So you can see, you can customize these just about any way you can think of. Yeah, so the electrical tape also doubles as, wow, that's really tight. This cannot be good. Right, now it's time to teach you how to use these things. Go to one side, back the other way.
Oh, shoot.
Just back and forth like this. And then if you want to get really fancy, you can start throwing it over your shoulder like this. And grab it with your hand behind the shoulder, like so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back and grab it. Now if you want to go one step further, you can whip it around and catch it with the other hand. And just keep repeating that process back and forth. And then you can just use a combination of all those things there.
No, you're lucky I don't have any legs right now.
It's all on the wrist, guys. All on the wrist. It's all on the hips, too.
Wait, why'd you turn the aimbot off?
Dang, you aren't kidding.
So here's the thing you gotta remember, guys. These are weapons. They're not toys, and they may be illegal. So you want to check your local laws. If you make these, they're for decoration only, and they gotta stay inside your house. You can't take these outside. They could be considered concealed weapons, so be careful.
If you do,
Now, if you'd like to make these at home, but you're a little bit nervous about chunks of wood flying around, there is another option that's very simple. Let me show you how they work. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get yourself a piece of pipe insulation foam. These cost about $1.50 from the Home Depot. It's nice and soft and squishy. And then a 3/4 inch dowel will fit nicely right into the center. If you reinforce those with a little bit of electrical tape, you can turn your nunchucks into fun chucks. Oh, there's still pieces of wood. Oh, okay.
Who do you think would win in a battle to the death? We're not talking just straight out fighting. We're talking battle to the death. Leave it in the comments below.
So there you have it, guys. That's how to turn common materials from the hardware store into a really cool set of nunchucks that you can customize yourself. Huge thanks to Devin Graham and to Stuart Edge for their brilliant ideas, bringing these new, fresh designs to the table. They have big YouTube channels. If you're not familiar with these guys, go check out the links in the description and give them some subscription love. Then go make yourself a pair of nunchucks, but have fun, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Talk to you then. Cowabunga!
Grant's the best. So I'm going to actually put this in my office.
Versus the bots. I thought you Freddy's router.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm out here with Devin Graham, aka Devin Supertramp, aka maker of exceptional quality digital content. And do you have any idea what we're doing here today?
We are going to make something awesome, and it's going to be random, and I'm doing it with the king of random, so that's what I'm guessing, my hypothesis.
He has no idea what we're doing today. So
No idea. I'm just making it up.
we are making super shooters. These things are pocket slingshots powered by balloons. You don't really want to use anything harder than a marshmallow because as innocent as these look, it does pack quite a punch and can do a lot of damage. So
You don't use big marshmallows, you use little ones.
yeah,
right?
little tiny marshmallows.
So you can hit me from here to here.
Yeah, I can hit you there.
I saw my life flash before my eyes.
Dude, why don't you Freddy's router again?
Let's do this. Oh, dude, look, that's stuck to your shirt. That is stuck to your shirt. Will you let me hit you again?
Yeah.
Sweet. I like this guy. Try this.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hurt.
Let's see it. See that, guys? That is from a marshmallow. Marshmallows will leave welts, okay?
Someone stepped in dog poop. Oh! Grant is stepping in dog poop.
To make this work, all you're gonna need is some kind of a juice bottle, drink bottle, soda bottle, whatever. What we're looking for is one of these wide mouth caps. And if you go down to the store, you're gonna see a huge variety of different caps. You'll see white caps, black caps, purple caps, yellow caps, red caps, pretty much anything that you want. So I tend to lean toward black caps. They work really well, pretty much with any color of balloon. So I'm using the Powerade. Oh, dude, where'd it go? We just lost a bottle.
I'll dive in there.
Are you gonna try? I don't know if you can see it. Maybe grab it.
I can't see it. This is like poop infested
duck pond. So.
Cheetos.
Yeah. Wow.
This is disgusting.
I don't think we're gonna be drinking.
How can you be sure it's a friend of his? And how can you be sure to... How can you be sure it's a modder, too?
All about the shot, though.
Alright, check this out, guys. So, depending on the size of pocket slingshot you want, look at the tops of the bottles. You can see Gatorade is a little bit bigger than the Powerade. And the Powerade is more the normal size of what you're going to find on juice containers and everything else. So, if you want a bigger slingshot, Gatorade's the way to go. This is not a sponsor.
Yeah, but still, how can you be sure if it's a modder?
Sponsored video.
Check contest. Set.
Like,
Go!
I'll give you a head start.
Might be a fake person. And I've been live streaming for over an hour, so... Yeah. I'm gonna end my live